You look like the type of guy who would chase a cartoon mouse around with a hammer and accidentally hit your own toe, making it grow to the size of a watermelon while you yell, "Yow!"
Just say I'm a cartoon character. You don't have to come up with like an example every time. There's all these like little analogies that just basically call me a cartoon. Hey, you look like the kind of guy that would smell a pie at a windowsill, point my nose up and float towards it. Hey, you look like the kind of guy that would run off a cliff and not fall until he looks down and go, Zoinks!
Breaking news, everyone. A local city bus has gone rogue this afternoon. We have multiple reports of hit and runs, breaking traffic laws, and transportation of illegal substances. The police are looking for a person who looks like the type of guy to pat his lips with the corner of the napkin
And say delectable. Yeah, that's a great criminal description. Just call me a cartoon character for f***'s sake. What the f*** does that mean? They're gonna be profiling me because I look like a cartoon. Thanks for the $2. Oh my god, he is.
The type of guy to take his shoes off before frolicking through the grass, for a few minutes before cartwheeling into a pile of leaves, shouting yippee when he finally comes to stop.
I don't know what that means. Squeex, I miss the old you. Well, lucky for you, I've been old for the past 20 years.
Squeex, the type of guy who's no leftovers at the restaurant, and when the waitress asks if the food was good, he would say, "Can I get a box for the rest?"
What? I would, obviously, I don't waste food.
Squeex looking like the kinda guy I'd bring to Shake Shack and we'd get a shake and hold hands while we share the shake with 2 straws and we'd lean in and lock eyes and smile cause we're enjoying our time so much. Also, we'd play footsies.
Okay, thanks, naive.
Squeex the kinda guy to chase a bird into a tunnel, but when he tries to go into the tunnel after the bird, he just runs into a painted wall. Squeex the type of guy to order wings when everyone else orders pizza.
Can you just let me focus for a second? Please, with your funny little jokes. Please!
I miss when we stole coffee from the Hilton and went outside.
You look like the type of guy who would play this game. Wait, what does that first time chatter mean? You guys are just trying to drag me and Daiwa down. We're both first place. Squeex, you look like the kind of guy who would call having sex your hitbox intersecting. Squeex, you look like the kind of guy to unironically say the word coitus. Okay. Bro, my moan compilation is gonna be long. Okay, there's no moan compilation. Squeex, I've actually been editing a moan montage about 30 minutes, but I'm shooting for an hour. You're shooting for an hour? What does that mean? He's lost gallons, bro. Don't be crass. You look like the kind of guy to abuse Dayquil. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. He does? What are you talking about? Someone just said I look like the kind of guy to find a serious relationship in Club Penguin? What? A pedophile? What are you trying to say? No, I don't. What the hell? When I was a kid, however, I did get into a relationship through Gunbound. It was like an online game, and someone had a girl avatar, and she was like, "A relationship is built on trust, Squeex. Give me your login credentials." And I did. And she stole all of my fucking gear. I was literally wand level. Yeah, okay. I am become meme. Yeah. Squeex, you look like the kind of guy who would say all lives matter. Can you guys stop? I'm trying to play f***ing Doodle Jump.
Popped in for a second and I heard you say that Elon Musk is sexy and I got a 10. I am become horny.
Can I say something? Bullying is obviously a horrible thing. Nobody should be bullied. But like, maybe if some people were bullied a little harder, they would be nicer. You guys know the streamer It's Will? When I sold him my furniture, this is how he packed his car. I would say his car, but it was a viewer's car. And then he came home and he's like, "Dude, you sold me a broken TV." It's like, no. And it was raining. It was working.
And now for the 6th news. Our top story, a local delivery service has gone rogue and has started to deposit the wrong items at the wrong house, and in some cases, break their expensive items. A description given to this reporter about the driver says he looks like the type of guy to swing his hips into the...
You got cut off. You wrote a whole essay. Get owned. No one can say, "Oh my god, he does." I didn't skip it. Obviously, I would never skip a wonderful TTS. Let me guess, I look like the kind of guy who would swing my hips to close a refrigerator or something. Okay, I'm a Looney Tune. I can't be a real guy with real ideas and a real conscience. I have to be some goddamn cartoon. Do we have any issues?
Squeex the type of guy to get tricked into collecting small shiny objects for his crow friend.
For those of you that are new to the channel, every time I go for a walk, if I see like a shiny object, I pick it up. And I have this collection of like nails and coins and magnets, and I put them in my treasure box. I put them in I have this box. And now that I'm packing for my move, I'm packing my treasure box. I'm packing it. I swear. It's so fun because I'll open my treasure box and it'll bring back memories of each walk I've been on. It's so nice. It's not weird. So you seem like the type of guy to be asked by high schoolers to buy alcohol. That literally happened to me recently. Did you? Of course not. I'm a responsible adult. I beat the shit out of them. And I said, see, this is what happens. Welcome to the real world. And then I basically beat the shit out of them to teach them a lesson. Because I'm responsible. I'm a hero. You look like the kind of guy to say, ooh, this IPA is tasty. Yeah, my first date spot was this place in Portland. Shout out to this place, 10 Barrel Brewery. I would take all my first dates to this place and do a beer tasting. And we'd walk through all of the beers. And I'd be like, which one was your favorite? That's Riz, man. That's good. Isn't that a cute first date? Come on. Yeah, a lot of first and last dates. That place is based? Wait, you like it? You've been on the roof? That's where I used to sit. Maybe I ran into some of you. Wait, do you think like someone I went on a first date with is in my chat? No, surely not, right? Can you imagine?
Squeex the type of guy to lick his finger before turning a page.
I am. I actually do that unironically. My fingers get dry. You have substitute granny teacher energy. I feel like my energy is like a substitute teacher who has a really unwieldy class, but is too much of a f***ing pussy to leave the teacher a note. So it's just me going, guys, hey, seriously. Hey, no, cut that out, guys, seriously. Enough. When Clint comes back, I'll tell him about you. I swear I will.
Squeex the type of guy to win, most likely to brighten your day in senior year superlatives. Squeex the type of guy to brighten up a room when he walks in.
Thank you,
Squeex
ugly
the type
freak.
of guy to text you and say, hey, I noticed you were quiet, is everything okay?
Okay, I did win 2 senior superlatives. Can you guess which one? I won most likely to marry my high school sweetheart, for 1, and 2, most likely to be an SNL. 0 for 2. I'm 0 for 2. You look like the type of guy that would fall in love with a video game character. Yeah, her name is f***ing Tali from Mass Effect 2. And I am in love.
Squeex the type of guy to listen to Coldplay and be like, man, this stuff really makes you think.
Okay, I'm not kidding you. It actually does. This is a really embarrassing story. I was listening to Fix You. Okay, this was like recently, like a couple months ago. I started tearing up. I had to pause it. It made me cry. It made me cry. It was just emotional. I was feeling emotional. I was in the mood. The lights were dim. I had a candle on. It actually made me feel emotional. Like, if you're not crying at Coldplay, come on. Or like, The Fray, the cable car song, Viva La Vida. I just think of Assassin's Creed when I hear that song. It was in a trailer when I was a kid. I used to watch that trailer over and over and over again. I just thought it was the coolest ever.
Squeex the type of guy to say for all intensive purposes. To say let me play devil's advocate. To say for what it's worth. To say would've / should've / could've. Dog eat dog world. Nip it in the butt. Mute point.
I am. I love my aphorisms. You know, I'm a very wise man. Aphorisms, okay, Mr. Webster. I don't want to brag, but I got a pretty good grade in my SAT. What was it? 2250 out of 2400? Yup. Who in chat did better than me? You got held back in first grade? Yeah, I told you that in private.
Squeex the type of guy to be like really hot, I mean so hot it makes my plug go. If you know what I mean. I just want to his until it. You know?
Like, what are you talking about? No, I don't think he's... The donator is threatening me. I think he's flirting with me, which in 2024 is a very fine line. You know what I mean? Like if someone says, I want to step on your throat, it's a flirt, apparently. Squeeze, you seem like the type of guy to say, I needed this while hanging out. Yeah, it's called enjoying a special moment with my bros. You know what I say? I say I love you to my friends. Now that might be weird. Call Ludwig and say it. I've said I love you to Ludwig. And then he always goes, call him up right now and say it. Yeah, but he's busy working. And he's like watching some like The Button or something. Squeeze, you'd be the type of guy to whisper to her, you don't have to do this. Okay,
you can't. I'm mid cutscene.
Sorry. Squeeze, you're the type of guy to ask yourself a question on Ask FM. Yeah, I did. I used to ask myself like, how'd you get so good looking? Because if like my crush saw it, she'd be like, whoa. I didn't realize Squeex is so sought after. What? I used to do that. Did it work? Well, I was like the coolest kid in my high school. And I was not homeschooled. Pity friendships. No, I was the coolest guy. I'm telling you, I was the coolest. What made you popular? I smoked weed. And I was in every club. Were you a bully? I was not a bully. Wait, would you have been our friend in high school? I don't know, maybe. You think I'd be your friend? Like, what do you guys do for fun? Like, what was your extracurricular? Drugs, sports, drugs, drinking, crying, jorking it.